to NerdCast. I'm Josh.
I'm Will.
And on today's episode, we are going to be reviewing Spider-Gwen, the first 5 issues in Marvel's new series of Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, and also we're reviewing SimCity BuildIt, which is on tablet devices.
But I think first we might go to some news.
Yeah, let's go to some news. Yeah, true. Here we are, it's the news desk without a desk.
Yeah, that's right.
Now there's gonna be
Can I go put one in?
Nah, it's just ran away with the spoon. So announced on the 26th with the Doctor Who Festival, which they'd already announced for the UK. Yeah, there we go. Which had already been announced in the UK, and now they're bringing it here. So far, we've only got Peter Capaldi and Stephen Moffat.
Yeah, only. Damn.
Yeah. It's dreadful.
Sucks.
There's money on the screen. There's also prices on the screen, depending on what Beanox chooses to put up on the screen. But yes, that'll be happening on the 21st and the 22nd of November, so a day before the 52nd anniversary of Doctor Who.
Alright.
And it's only happening in Sydney. Sorry, everyone else.
Yeah, sucked in.
What's happening in Marvel?
Great. So, Marvel. Spider-Man! There was a few contenders for Spider-Man, one of them being Asa Butterfield, and I'm pretty sure he thought that he was going to be Spider-Man after posting all this stuff on different social medias and stuff and commenting on things that he was going to be Spider-Man, and then they cut him.
Yeah, because of that. I think he had the role, and then he's like, yeah, I've got it! And then Marvel's like, it's supposed to be a reveal. And they're like, bye!
Yeah, that's pretty rubbish.
Yeah, so we've got Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
That's one.
Yeah, so we've got Tom Holland. He was Hugo in Hugo.
Anything in DC? Do we care about DC?
Do we care about DC?
We don't care about the actor, but he has done something. Jared Leto, for, I don't know if it's a cast wrap or what's going on, because they're still filming, but he sent presents to Margot Robbie and Will Smith specifically, and also just overall the cast.
The cast.
So, to his Harley Quinn, sent a box of live rats and a love letter. To Will Smith, more normal, sort of, he sent a bunch of bullets, and probably not a love letter, but a love letter of sorts. And then to the rest of the cast, he gave them a dead hog.
Great! Absolutely great!
Smelly thing.
The frick is wrong with you?
Get it out of here.
Jared Leto.
But yeah, we're worried about him.
We kind of.
Yeah, well, we're worried in the fact that he might not make it out of Suicide Squad alive. Not the Joker. The actor.
Yeah. So Jack Nicholson has been said to have talked to Heath Ledger as Heath Ledger was preparing to be the Joker to be careful. So Jack Nicholson said it nearly killed him because it's just such a dark character to have to get into character for. Heath Ledger apparently stayed in character the whole time.
He wrote scribbles in a journal which they found when he died.
Yeah.
And he just killed himself.
Creepy stuff. And now apparently Jared Leto
has not been out of character for the whole shoot.
Yeah, so
that's a bit terrifying.
We're kind of calling it.
It sounds bad, but
yeah, it hasn't been a good track record so far, with Jack Nicholson barely making it, Heath Ledger finishing it, and then we're not sure how great this is going to be. And to be honest, his Joker doesn't look that great anyway.
Just give us a scarecrow. I'd like to say scarecrow.
He looks like a bad cosplayer.
Yeah. So that's news.
That's news.
Happy Tom Holland and dead people.
Oh man.
Dead person, more specifically.
Right. Over to the reviews.
I'm gonna go this way.
It came over here.
All right, I'll go that way then.
We went that way.
Spider-Gwen! Yeah! So they've done 5 issues so far, and she's about to move into, and already has actually, the Secret Wars Spider-Verse event, which is happening with the big Marvel explosion at the moment. Exactly. So Spider-Gwen basically started in an Edge of Spider-Verse comic where it gave her a quick sort of intro to the universe.
Yeah.
And introduced the amazing art style, which we'll talk about later, but we love it. And then she moved into the Spider-Verse universe for that short event, and now she's in this. Instead of Peter Parker ever becoming Spider-Man, this is it.
So her story basically starts out with her and Peter Parker dating, but Peter, still his nerdy usual self.
He wants to be like the Spider-Woman.
Spider-Woman.
So he doesn't know anything about Gwen.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And so he basically turns himself into the Lizard. So Peter Parker was the Lizard, but in doing so in their battle, it seems in the first page or two of the comic, he dies.
Yeah, we don't know how or why.
We don't know why. We assume it's just some massive battle
explosion
thing or whatever.
But it could be like Doctor Who, where you think a certain thing, and then one day they'll come back to it, and it turns out that something else happened.
Yeah, then I go back and do like an actual good origin story.
Like a 0 point.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And so that's her driving force. Instead of Uncle Ben's death driving Spider-Man or Peter, we've got Peter's death driving Gwen. So after Peter Parker's death, Gwen is wanted by the police. Everyone is after her, including her dad. And so the story just goes on from there, and Gwen's just trying to keep her identity safe.
Yeah. It's the age-old thing.
Yeah, after a whole bunch of things like losing her mobile, which has all those secrets in it, but luckily she has a passcode on that bad boy.
Yeah, which you can't crack in the modern age.
Yeah, apparently not.
No. But the one thing that we've realised is once the universe comes back together, after the Secret Wars thing, these amazing things that happen in these just beautiful issues just won't exist anymore.
They won't, yeah.
This world that they've created, which we love, is not gonna be there?
Yeah. So at the end of the series, it says to be continued, but issue 5 is the last one before
Secret Wars.
Secret Wars starts, and so how are they going to continue this if all of the universes are destroyed?
Unless Marvel's destroying their main universe, their main continuity universe, but they're going to just keep going with this as a separate world.
Yeah, perhaps. Maybe this is like they'll have a prequel for a while.
Yeah. So it'll get up to like issue 20 and then it'll show her going to Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which would be sad because this world is amazing and whatever they're going to do with whatever number it'll be called, because it won't be 616, it won't be 2099, it'll be this brand new thing.
Whatever it is.
Won't be this.
Yes.
But it might still have this amazing art style.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I really hope so. They've got very unusual colours, so it's like there's a lot of pinks and greens, really vibrant, word of NerdCast.
Yeah, they're just unreal. Like as much as all comics, obviously they're not real.
Yeah.
But the colours they've used, you just wouldn't visually ever see that sort of a thing.
Yeah.
Like when the Falcon, the Vulture appears, everything just goes green. There is just such more of an emphasis on the green because that is his signature sort of colour, and it's a very sort of indie rock punk sort of style as well, which obviously suits Gwen.
Yeah, and there's a lot of graffiti going on in the issues and stuff, which is pretty cool. She does her own and basically graffitis up the whole town like this.
And speaking of that, we both love every cover. It's
cover.
Just amazing.
Look at these.
It's just you'll see them on the screen.
Holy crap!
All of them have this sort of. They're all that same sort of rock punk sort of thing, but they're all just beautiful.
They're like watercolor, like swashing watercolors through it. They're just
amazing.
Really, really cool. I hope they continue on with this sort of art style.
And unlike some comics where you're like, that's not what's in the comic, it's annoying. I don't care. Yeah, these are just amazing.
But it almost kind of is because these are the sorts of colours that
are in. Yeah,
that's the cool. That's the sort of vibrance that you see in these comics.
Yeah.
Is that Fat Matt Smith?
I think so, yeah.
Look, one thing, I thought, isn't everyone gonna kind of know that, like, who it is because her name's Spider-Gwen? Is she going around like, I'm Spider-Gwen? Isn't it kind of gonna narrow it down?
Yeah.
But she's actually called Spider-Woman in this, which makes more sense, and then they've just called her Spider-Gwen
for the comics.
On the comics, just so you can tell the difference.
I certainly love, and you probably do. Yes. The way that they've kept all the characters in the universe, bar the ones that die, and brought back the ones that shouldn't have died because their events didn't happen. But just tweak them in ways that just create this brand new universe that hasn't been seen before.
And some of them look similar.
Yeah.
So like Aunt May still looks, well, she acts similar.
Yeah.
Looks much better.
Yeah, looks more human.
In this, because in the other one she looked horrible. Uncle Ben's still alive, and he's like just the friendliest dude ever.
Something we never got to see.
Yeah,
Gwen died straight away.
Gwen's dad is alive.
Yeah. That's
pretty sweet. And we've got Daredevil.
Yeah, but not really.
Well, Matt Murdock. He's kind of Daredevil. Yeah. He's Matt Murdock, but
working for Kingpin, his arch enemy. So it's just this great little twist. Another random sort of continuity addition to this whole weird thing is Spider-Ham. He's Spider-Pig. Does whatever Spider-Pig does.
And he actually sings that to Spider-Gwen. Like, Spider-Gwen, Spider-Gwen. It's like, oh my gosh.
It's like,
so stupid.
It's so internally ridiculous.
Oh, I love it.
Spider-Ham's just there.
So she's aware of the other universes.
Multiverse.
And the other Spider-Mans, because he comes in, Spider-Pig, comes in and says, you're probably imagining me, so he's not actually there. No one else can see him.
Yeah.
But you're probably imagining me because I'm the only one that doesn't remind you of the Peter that you know and love.
Yeah.
And killed. Dark.
Whoa. Jared Leto.
Oh man.
I don't think Spider-Gwen didn't kill Jared Leto though.
No, not yet.
That's alright. Yeah. She's going to do it, Stone!
And then, yes! Stone, thank you!
Yeah.
That one panel. There is one epic close-up panel.
Is now that one.
Oh my gosh.
It's and one thing which is funny with going back to Matt Murdock is he's in his like television costume. So there's a lot of MCU sort of ties. It feels like it could be slotted into the universe.
Because the one thing about the comics and the movies, they are trying to narrow it down a little bit, but they have said that they're not linking completely.
Yeah.
So they might bring in Spider-Gwen as like another 16-year-old or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Or my favourite theory is that we'll have a phase 4, and then I'm hoping, because it'll be enough time passed since this massive Secret Wars thing, that they'll come back, do Secret Wars, within Secret Wars for a Spider-Man film, do Spider-Verse. So after post that, they're allowed to bring all these Spider-Men in, they can bring back, even though they'll be old, but it doesn't matter because there's still universes happening whilst the MCU is. They can bring back Toby, they can bring back Andrew, and they can do a Spider-Verse movie, and it could all happen, because Tom Holland, he'd only still be like 25 by the time a Spider-Verse...
What, like 10?
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty young.
Yeah, 10.
10?
It's like 12, 30.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my favourite theory, that they could do it, they can do it. Marvel can do it. They've made Guardians of the Galaxy, which was ridiculous, but people loved it. They're making Ant-Man, which is apparently, I've just read, a weirder movie than Guardians of the Galaxy, but I've not seen a single negative review about it. So they can do anything. So just go on. Just do it.
Marvel will like have...
Just do it!
Do it!
Oh, no.
Jesus.
Oh, no.
Just do it!
No, stop!
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just do it! Make
Does he stop?
No! What are you waiting for?
Oh, he's doing the thing!
Oh, freak.
Do it!
He just fades away.
She's gonna be in this final
Universe.
after battle universe, after Secret Wars, and she's gonna be permanent.
Yeah.
She'll have her own series, it'll continue.
Be amazing.
Yeah, what are you gonna give it?
10?
10?
Yeah. There's just not a single thing wrong with them. Because you don't feel bored reading them, they're just brand new, there's nothing that you're like, oh, that's the thing. Because usually with multiverse things, the stories still sort of pull on, the first Vulture fight, and they just tweak it a little bit, but this is just a brand new imagination of the Marvel Universe. That's one thing, and usually with the Spider-Man, it's just a new Spider-Man universe. This is a new Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
This could be Marvel Gwen. It's a brand new universe, and they don't just stick to her story. There's stories going on within this brand new universe. So yeah, 10, because it's just
10?
perfect.
Awesome. I think I'd give it a 9. I found some parts of it a little bit confusing as I was reading, but yeah, artwork, beautiful, cover art, beautiful, story, pretty sweet. She's a drummer.
It's pretty cool.
In a band made up of all of
like Spidey's
Peter's past girlfriends.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Imagine if during Spider-Verse, he went to that universe and was like, oh crap, nah. Take me home! The dude, the 2099, Mickey Uriah. Yes. Let's go straight to SimCity BuildIt.
SimCity BuildIt is a new mobile reimagination of the classic SimCity franchise. You start off, you're just a new mayor of a town, as usual. You've got the usual kind of tutorial where you run through, and they ask you to build a house.
They force you to do things!
Yes, damn it. So you gotta, like, you build your house, then they're like, oh, you need power for the house, and then you gotta do that. They're like, oh, we smell, we need water. So you gotta put that in as well, and then you start building more buildings. You build
shops,
factories to build things, so that then you can send those to your shops and build more products. And basically you just got to try and keep everyone happy. So some of the factories around the place create a radius of contamination, which can then affect how your residents are enjoying their life, basically.
Yeah.
So you kind of got to build like a district of factories to be building things, and then a separate residential district if you're being a bit clever about it.
Yeah, or else you just get people complaining.
You just get
all the time.
Just have them friggin' angry.
And it's the same with, there's also the fire stations. You need to put them like everywhere, or else people just catch on fire.
Yeah, they just spontaneously combust. It's ridiculous.
Like, the worst ones are the neighbours. It's never the actual people who are on fire. It's always the neighbours going, my neighbours are on fire! You're like, can't they call you?
But one thing I really like about this game, I played it for a long time and then stopped for a while and then have started again, unfortunately, because it's so addictive. I just get addicted to some of these games. Is when you're building houses and things like that, even though you're just choosing the same thing, you're just saying, I want to build a house, I want to build a house, I want to build a house from the same place, they build differently. Once you upgrade them to be big skyscrapers and things, they are all, like nearly all of them are different.
Yeah.
Sometimes they look like they're going to be similar, but then you spot like a door that's different to the building that looks similar but has a different door.
Yeah.
And they've just they've mixed it up. They've done really well. Some of the buildings, once they're done and as they're upgrading, always different.
They look great as well. I love the design. It's just The Sims.
Yeah.
And when you get the little characters coming up, it just fits into that Sims world.
It does.
It's a great little thing to have on your iPad.
So as you're playing and just kind of traveling around your city, looking around at some things, little pop-ups will come up with either people from like other towns trying to sell you things or wanting you to sell them things, or your residents wanting to compliment you about something or complain about something. And as they come up, sometimes you get free stuff, and that free stuff goes towards expanding your city.
Yeah.
So it either expands the outskirts of your city to be able to build more houses, or you can build onto the beach now, which was never a thing when I was playing.
Oh, really?
That's a new addition, which is really cool. You've got, once you get up to a certain point, you've got a dock with a freight ship. They come in and out every couple of hours, and so you've got to bust your gut trying to give them what they want. So you've got to create all of the different types of metals or woods or whatever, or chairs and tables. I'm not sure how far into it you are.
No.
But you've got to build everything they want and give it to them, and then they leave. And as they leave, you then get things that allow you to buy other things.
Whoa!
You get money from them to be able to build new buildings. There's the Sydney Opera House.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
And like they've now got, which wasn't like Sydney Opera House was a thing before, but now they've got like Big Ben. They've got things everywhere. So you can basically just build like an international city where everyone can just come and see all of the landmarks in one city, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
I wonder
everything's in there.
The French come past and give us the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, I wonder.
Riding a big baguette.
Over in the top left corner, there's a crazy scientist who gives you disaster situations. So the disaster situations don't occur naturally, which is kind of nice because if you're playing and you disappear for a while, like I did, and then you come back and everything's destroyed, that would suck.
Just a little.
But yeah, Dr. Vu is there, and he is Dr. Vu.
One thing, and I know it's not going to change because this is called SimCity City thing. I just can't stand the voices. I just want them to talk. Why are they telling me things in English, but they're going, yo, no,
I'm pretty sure I've heard like rumors that that's actually a backwards language.
Yeah.
So it's like Swedish backwards or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, I hate it.
Cue to friggin' PewDiePie backwards.
Cute!
Right. I love the nighttime look. It just looks like a vibrant city. The bigger buildings have all of their lights on. It just looks really nice at night.
Even the
Everything's
water.
lit up.
Yeah,
the water just has awesome reflection. This game, it's not bad.
No, it's amazing, and it's not big. It's not a big game to download, really.
Yeah, and it's not hard to wrap your head around.
No.
There's some games that I look at and I'm just like, I just can't be bothered.
No.
Like, I've been looking at the new Fallout game, and I didn't spend much time with it. I just couldn't be bothered working out all of the ins and outs of that game.
Yeah.
But this one,
It's just simple.
It's pretty nice. It's simple. It just gets you straight in. There's not a whole lot to it, and yet there kind of is at the same time. But it eases you in slowly.
It's not a rushed game.
Yeah.
You don't feel forced to do anything.
Yeah.
You can sit and just wait for things to be built. You can. It's a strangely addictive when you actually have to wait for things for so long, but at the same time you just sit there.
Yeah.
Like I like you don't realize it. Like most games, you go, all right, now make me some corn, some other things, and then you turn it off, and then you come back to it. But this one, you just sit there waiting.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I like this building.
Yeah. One thing that I do sometimes find very frustrating in this game is
Yes, Joshua.
the traffic jams.
Yes.
They cost so much to fix,
And it's
then
not
you
like
can't build
everything.
anything. Yeah.
It's just like this much.
Yeah, and then they put in like a 4-lane road, and then suddenly
It's
like
fine.
it's fine. But this is gonna bottleneck.
Yeah.
Oh, why? And it costs so damn much. So
For
much.
a tiny little bit of road, it's like 1,500 things.
Like, yeah, once I came back, I had like 100,000, and then I'm like, wait, there's a whole bunch of roads that need to be fixed, and now I have like 5,000. The online's alright.
Yeah, it is.
I've picked up a lot of Facebook friends. There was no one playing this when I first started. Now you're playing.
I am.
I've got you as a friend.
I've got one called Come Town.
Oh, jeez. I have my little cousin who's done like Pussy Town or something, and I'm like, to me, I don't see this cousin much.
Yeah.
But to me, he's like 10 years old.
Yeah.
And I've seen this, I'm like, oh, it's so...
I've got Red Rocket Rising. I don't know if that's a sex thing.
Red Rocket. Right, yes, it is.
Well, there you go. I've got Stark City because you missed out on Starkling.
Stark,
City.
yep.
Come Down and Where's Dolph, which I
Yeah.
assume is a Lord of the Rings thing.
I've got a few random ones as well. I've got a whole bunch of friends that play this now.
Well, I've only got 4 friends, so
It's alright.
don't touch me. No.
It's okay.
Help me, Shire!
And you're not gonna stop there! No! What are you waiting for?
The wrong advice!
Fade.
Do it!
What would you give this?
I'm not sure. I'm very early into it compared to your city. There's a lot of waiting around. Again, it's not a bad waiting around because it feels like you're accomplishing something.
You can go do something else.
Yeah, exactly. You can go play Future Fight. But I'm probably at 8.
Yes.
So what would you give it?
I'd probably give it maybe a 7 or an 8 as well.
No, Jeremy! Hide your faces! That was NerdCast, episode something.
That was, who knows what episode this is anymore.
Probably only 5.
That's great.
Even though we've been around for like a year now.
It's great. And we're looking at doing some more like little videos and stuff that aren't quite reviews or gameplay, but
Just to go in
stay
between.
in tune for that. Like, unlike Will's guitar.
Yeah, because it's got 5 strings now.
That's right.
I was tuning the E string. It was like, we'll be back!
Yes. Right, ready?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. We'll see you next time. 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna go first, remember? Actually, no! We know how you wanted that thing back. Don't worry about the light. We don't have time for it.
Alright. Here we
I'll
go.
go first.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.